Hey, it's Olga here from olgadegtyaryeva.com and Productivity for Scientists. And the topic of today's video is from overwhelm to focus and productivity. So my intention is to give you a few strategies, a few starting points, especially if you feel overwhelmed, anxious right now, you have a lot to do and very little time, and you just feel like, well, I wish I could be just focused and productive and get it done. Okay? So, but before I do this, I want to share with you what happened here in the last couple of weeks and the reaction I got to one of the emails I sent to all my followers. So I have over now 3,000 followers, and I've sent that email with the subject Meet Stella and get inspired by her story. And I had a really big response. Well, I sent you emails. I used to once a week, and now more like once every 2 weeks, and I hardly really get any direct response to those emails. You know, some of you contact me from time to time, but really not really a reply to my emails. But here in the following days, I was just like getting one reply, the other, and the next one, and another one. And so it just felt like it was a wave of response to that email. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because I know some of you haven't replied, but you resonated with the story, and I just want you to know that you are not alone. So the Stella's story was, what I wrote in this email is that she's a PhD student in human-computer interaction, and when she contacted me in May early this year, she was in the middle of a crisis. She was stuck in avoidance and resentment towards her PhD, and she was feeling really bad about it. She was stressed and suffering from misunderstandings and negative interaction at her work. I'm just reading out of my email. At the same time, she had enough of that and she was ready for a change. She concluded her email to me, I cannot live like this. I need to take control and enjoy every day of my life. So then I described that 5 months later, her situation has turned around 180 degrees. She had created an amazing transformation. She wrote and submitted an article based on her PhD studies, and it got accepted. And what is even more important, she's enjoying her work and life much more and doing more of what she loves. So what I've got from you, the emails that started to come to me, and I'm reading here little sentences right at the beginning. One said, I relate so much to Stella. The other person said, I have read Stella's story and it was very close to what happens to me. And yet another person is emailing me, thank you for sharing Stella's story with us. And another person, I always feel that what you send about other people directly relates to what I'm feeling, doing right now. And another person, I just opened this mail, I read through it, and I just identify myself with Stella and all you said. So that was 7 people replying to this one, plus 3 more people to my previous email that was about, are you working in loneliness and isolation? So this is just to show you that you are not alone. If you're feeling like this, overwhelmed, resentful, in avoidance, there is misunderstanding, and that there is many people out there that are feeling like this, and it's my purpose to help you. So I've been having several conversations with some of you, with my followers. And some of you did actually join the Gold Group Coaching Program. Today, I want to give you the strategies, the starting points for you to start to shift from that overwhelm, anxiety, avoidance to feeling focused, more productive. So our step number 1 that we do here is create your master list. So the first thing we do is for you to get clear, what is it your priority? What are the deadlines? What are the important projects? Maybe they don't have a deadline, but they need to get done. So we create like 5 to 10 items. It's not your 72 item to-do list, right? So get clear. If there are many deadlines, you don't have to deal with all of them. If there is usually a way to postpone one so that you can focus on one or two just now, or let go of some of them. So this is what we deal with in this step. And then make a start, right? So just choose one, focus on it for an hour just to see what's already there, what needs to be done, as if nothing else exists. That's what we do here, the Productivity for Scientists. Step number 2 is schedule your key projects. So this is where we open your calendar and we start creating the rituals, the habits for each of those projects that you identify, be that a project at work, a specific writing, your physical exercise, your friends and family life. So we create all those rituals, times where you're going to do it. Maybe it's every day, once a week, once a month, and once every couple of weeks, and you put it in your calendar and you start showing up again and again for this. Now, this is the basic time management techniques. We just work through them so that just to make sure that they're in place. And I see a lot of them, you don't have it in place, even if you know that's what you're supposed to do, but we're not doing it, right? So this is what these 2 steps are about. Now, but they can only take you that far. Step number 3, it takes you further than the time management. It's really, it's called understand what's in your way. This is where we look at your negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs, something that way you get into your own way. And we literally identify them. We shine the torch or the flashlight in the darkest corners. We look at those unproductive patterns, procrastination, avoidance. And in the step number 4, it's called get in charge of your day. We turn it around. So we create positive statements for you to work with, for you to start getting used to it, because they will produce an inspired action. We look at your limiting beliefs, we turn them around, we really examine them. Is it even true? And we work on your confidence, because confidence is everything to your success. We create new productive habits, and sometimes it's just 5 minutes a day. You start, okay, do 5 minutes a day. The rest of the day doesn't matter. It can be still overwhelming and anxious. You can still feel anxious, but just 5 minutes a day, and then we grow it every day, every week, more and more. Okay. So in the step number 5 that we do here, it's work smarter, not harder. This is where I teach techniques where you could get done more in less time. And I've been sharing with you a lot through this blog, but this is where we really dive in. It's like a ninja style where you could be really so much productive. Like people ask me, Olga, how do you manage this? Well, this is exactly how I manage it. This ninja techniques for working smarter, not harder. The step number 6, balance your work and life. And this might be already like going advanced for some of you. It's like, what do you mean balance my work and life? I just try to manage my work, like trying to, scramble to the top to get some, a breath of fresh air right after all this overwhelm and being overworked. But looking at your work-life balance and creating that life, creating rest, creating sleep, more hours for sleep, and physical exercise and things you do to rest, it again feeds back into your productivity. And it's one of the things that we're reluctant to do, because we think, well, what do you mean? I don't have time for doing anything but work. But really, when I managed to convince or just say, just do it, just try it out, just 4 hours of focused work, maximum 5 hours of focused work. And then the rest, it's for your rest, play, eating well, sleeping well. You could be actually, after 1 week, you could be much more productive already just by doing this. Okay, so this is not very straightforward. It's kind of something that you would, so it's a logical in your situation. You need to work more, not less, but believe me, it works. And these are the steps for you to start with today already. And just to finish the 7-step system. So the seventh step is up level your career, where we work already on a long term with to improve your situation in the long run. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Also, you could just start with steps 1, 2, 3, 4, really, and this can already make a difference for you this week. And of course, if you want some help, reach out. I'll work with you one-on-one. We have spaces in the group coaching program, and with those of you who I have already been working, we're starting a 12-month program. I'm so excited about this. It's the end of the year just now, and starting a new program and really working on your best year yet. It's really exciting. So this is all for today. It's a bit of a lengthy video, but I just wanted to give you those steps as well and give you some a hope and that feeling that it can be different for you as well. So if you're not yet receiving these videos in your email inbox, go to my website, olgadegtereva.com. Go to the top of the website, download your free resources, how to become more productive right now, and you will also receive this video straight into your email inbox. Okay, bye for now. Bye.